Have my Man's Plan t-shirt on this week.
It's just activities.
Shit. Phil's just got back from Vegas, so I can only imagine what the in-body is gonna reveal.
How bad is it?
How the fuck have you done that? Like, how have you done that? Look, he's a jammy bastard, this guy. Rob's gonna kill him. Look at Rob. He hates him.
I ain't even doing it.
Phil goes on holiday, I bet he's been boozing and eating. He comes back leaner and more muscular.
I ain't doing it.
Oh no, 14.8. That's alright, you're 41, aren't you?
No, 15 and up.
Oh yeah, of course you are. Phil's leaner.
That's amazing.
I think Phil's turning into a bit of a freak. Like, he goes away to Vegas and then comes back losing body fat.
I get nervous with the in-body, not because of what I'm going to see, it's because how the guys react. Because it could happen. One of the guys might not do anything wrong, they might just have a weight gain of £1 by consuming a shitload of water or whatever it is, you know. Yeah, I do get nervous.
So good old competitive Rob, you know, Phil has always had the edge over him a little bit in terms of body fat percentage.
Oh, lads, brace yourself, lads. Oh, here we go.
The fucking machine speaks. It fucking works. It never lies.
Oh, what the fuck? He's gone and nailed it this week, look at that. He's down, that is weird, I've got to admit. 12.7 now he's down. So fuck you, Phil.
So I take pride in the result Rob's get. So if Rob doesn't get the result he wants, it's a reflection on me as well. So it's kind of like, it's my plan. Like, there's no way I'm going to let Rob fail. And like, together, when you have two guys who've got that driven focus, you can't fail. It's impossible.
Lads, get warmed up, let's get loosened up. 2 weeks, the sun's out as well now. Summer bodies, made in the winter.
Yeah.
Don't stress so much about the failure tonight. Yeah, Rob, same thing, Phil, don't stress so much about the failure tonight, mate. If you're ever going to go for the weight, go for it tonight, yeah? You don't want it to go up again, mate. No. Push through the floor, Drive. Go on then, Dodson, go on, mate. Go on, good effort, mate. Push. Easy. Trust me, that's fucking easy. Don't quit on this now, Phil. Slowly down. Drive. Drive. Good. Right, stay with it. You've got this. Roll it down. Beautiful. Pause. Push. Easy. Keep your feet down.
I've noticed improvements in all of their kind of mental toughness, their mindset, how positive they are. When you take someone like DJ, who's kind of been back and forth with it, so I can see, you know, I see him when he's not in shape and I see him when he's in shape, and he is literally like that classic phrase, he's a different man. Like, he's very good when he's in shape and he's not so good when he's not, and that's mentally and physically. So yeah, the relationship, you know, it's parallel, it runs next to each other.
My biggest win is knowing that I've come back in and done it again. Done it a few times, and I've done it a few times where it hasn't worked. I haven't put everything into it. I've put everything into it this time, I think, and you know, I know I can do it again now. So the results have come as well, which is what I wanted to see.
Yeah, anyone needs a spot, fellas, just shout, right? So we're starting to push weights now. We should see a little bit of failure at some point now. Especially on a fucking session like this, lads, yeah? Go all in on this kind of session. Guys, so good, lad. How many's that?
On the 8th.
On the 8th, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we take like Rob for example, so he clearly like uses the gym as his, like, you know, to channel his energy and so on. So yeah, it would be concerning if someone like Rob stopped eating well, stopped training, because that's his outlet, that's his kind of where he channels his energy. A little bit like myself, like, you know, I need that kind of thing. So how they'd replace that if they didn't have exercise, I'm not sure. I think that would be a concern, but you know, we don't need to hopefully worry about that, because these guys are kind of in it for life now. They're training, it's part of their life, it's their lifestyle.
In my past, I guess, I've had the big nights out where it's been the whole drink and drugs kind of thing. which I know might sound hypocritical, but it was never a path that I wanted to go down. Oh fucking hell, man. You might actually get it.
Keep talking, man. You're doing good.
Oh no, man, I don't want to cry.
That's fine. We won't put in anything that we're going.
I know. The whole drink and drugs thing to me was a path that I never wanted to go down. But to me, a night out like that was usually when I was having a crap time of things, and it was my release. So it was my time just to go out and just think, absolutely fuck it, I don't care what happens tonight, just to blow off so much steam and get away so far from all the bad stuff that was happening. So I don't know, I guess everyone's got different reasons to doing it, and I guess some people again can kind of go out recreationally and do that kind of thing and have a good night, but it was never a positive thing for me. Again, hypocritically, I'd never say that drink and drugs are necessarily a good thing, but you know, people can enjoy themselves and that's kind of their prerogative to do, but right from the start it was a negative thing for me because they weren't ever taken to enhance and just have a good night. They were taken kind of for a lot of different like emotional and mental reasons, kind of like punishment for myself for, I don't know, whatever was happening at the time. Escapism, I guess, is the main one for most people. Just to try and kind of like forget and just kind of like numb things, I guess. I guess the mental thing for me as well was that things were quite painful, and I guess it's just to escape that pain of things. So days and weeks after, I'm my own worst enemy most of the time, and so not only was I kind of punishing myself on a night out by doing those things, then I would just continually punish myself for weeks after for doing those things. So I'd do drink and drugs to punish myself, then I'd punish myself for doing drink and drugs. So it was just a continual shit cycle really that I didn't want to let up on myself. I just need the release still. I still kind of get that pent-up thing where I kind of bottle things up and I need a release, and the gym is a really good release for me because you can just come here and then the music's on loud and then you can just really focus and you can just sort of push yourselves to the limits that you want to push yourselves to, but in a more constructive way.
Depression is a long, deep-seated trickle which takes you to places you really don't want to be in. They can be very dark places. The pain in the gym is short-lived and you know where it's going. The problem that I had was that the depressional side was you had no idea where you were going. So the fact that you are happy to suffer pain in the gym because you know what the results are coming is a win-win.
Next time on The Man's Plan, it's the final week and the lads get reflective.
Probably mentally, as I said, it sounds a bit silly. Yeah, I think confidence. To be honest, I think confidence is the biggest thing. It's been a tough 12 months.
Well, if I hadn't started exercising and eating properly, I would be even more overweight and most probably throwing myself into the depression that I was in prior to starting. So
I always say that this has been my favourite plan, but I say this after each plan. I think it's just been a collective team effort, and it's just proved to me that if you put 8 guys in a room, all that have the same kind of ambition and positivity more than anything, something good's going to come out of it.